We face significant challenges. There's an ageing population, there's increasingly expensive healthcare, there's geopolitical challenges and climate change. All of the challenges that New Zealand faces will be easier if we have a more productive economy. 78% of business leaders see controlling government spending and debt as a high priority. What I know is New Zealand has serious fiscal challenges, and only ACT has released a fully costed alternative budget ahead of time where our numbers add up. Whether or not you trust National's numbers, you need ACT in the next government to hold them all accountable. ACT would cut $25.5 billion of waste over 4 years, plus the additional spending we would reduce. So it's not enough just to slow down the increase in spending. You actually have to cut the waste that's already happening. There's been some commentary from a group of self-identified Māori leaders writing an open letter saying that there should not be racist rhetoric or race baiting in the election. And I completely agree with that top-line sentiment. However, I note that that open letter is an exercise in dogma over reason. There is no criticism of Te Pāti Māori, who have described Pākehā as an archaic species going extinct in a new Aotearoa. There's no criticism of Te Pāti Māori, who have said that Māori are genetically superior to all others. There's no criticism of Te Pāti Māori, who have said that houses should be kept for Māori, not migrants. If you are committed to fighting racism only when it's politically convenient, then you are not committed to fighting racism. We welcome open, honest dialogue, but they're not providing it. They're making false accusations of racism and ignoring actual racism while praising Te Pāti Māori who are guilty of it. So, I don't think that they're helping with the healthy, honest debate that New Zealand requires. When you falsely accuse someone of racism, you cheapen the term. It's a very powerful term that we need to describe things that truly are wrong. It should not be misused for political purposes. I think people are tired of being accused of racism with no evidence whatsoever, when what we actually need is an honest, healthy debate about our constitutional future, in order that we can get on, link arms and solve the very real challenges that Māori and non-Māori in this country face. We have no intention of rewriting the Treaty of Waitangi. We have an intention of properly defining the principles of the treaty that Parliament has started to do 40 years ago but never finished the job. If Parliament created the idea of the treaty having principles, Parliament has a right to define them, and people have a right to debate them. That's quite different from what they accuse us of. And if they can't take the time to read our policies, I don't think that they should be criticising us, especially with unfounded, unjustified accusations of racism. That's dogma over reason, and what we actually need is honest, healthy debate in this country. The treaty has evolved over many decades, in fact over 183 years. The treaty has principles because Parliament said it has principles. Parliament has the right to define those principles, and if it chooses, put those to a wider vote. That is a natural evolution of the treaty. There's no reason to think that the principles of the treaty, as defined in some court findings in the 1980s, are more correct than what Parliament might discuss and debate today. We need ongoing healthy discussion around our constitution, not some people saying other people are not allowed to have an opinion and then falsely accusing them of racism.